It's important for us to figure out the difference between a clause and a phrase, not just because we're in this unit on complex sentences, but it's kind of a foundational thing for understanding a lot of grammar in our language. Anyway, so as we know, with a complex sentence, there's a dependent clause that depends on the main or the independent clause. And so we're going to look at what a dependent clause looks like and what a phrase looks like, and see if we can see the difference, okay? They often begin with the same words, such as after begins these two groups of words, and it's good to know the difference, okay? If we're going to know what a complex sentence is, okay? So a clause is both a subject and a verb, whereas a phrase is missing a subject, a verb, or both. And you really just have to memorize those two sentences, because it's really foundational. So in the first one, after the storm subsided, comma, Otuna, blah, 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 there is a verb subsided, also a vocab word, and there, who or what is doing the subsiding, and that's the storm. So the storm is a subject, and the verb is subsided. Because it has both a subject and a verb, it's a clause, because that clause depends on the rest of the sentence, because you can't just say, after the storm subsided, period. You want to know, well, what happens then? So that makes that clause dependent. The word after makes the clause dependent on the rest of the sentence, on the independent clause. In the second group's words, bold and italicized words, you've got after the ending of the storm. There's no verb in there. There is the word ending could look like a verb, like they were ending the date or whatever. That could be a verb, but here it's the ending, and the word the in front of a word signals that it's a noun. The pizza, the chocolate. It's called a noun marker or an article, a, an, or the. So that's a signal that a noun is coming. So ending is a noun, it's not a verb. So you've got after the ending. What kind of ending? Oh, the ending of the storm. So those are really two little phrases, no verb in there, no subject. The subject is Otuna. So this is just an introductory phrase or paraphrases. Okay. So anyway, so when you look at groups of words that could be a phrase or a clause, you look to see, does it have a subject, does it have a verb? And if it does have both, then it's a clause. And if it is only a verb or only a subject or neither, then it's really just a phrase.